Hi everyone, my name is Carly, and today I'm going to talk about Japanese drums. In Japanese, the word for drum is taiko. Taiko. And in Canada, when we say taiko, we mean the art of Japanese drumming, which is my favorite thing to do. I play with a group called Kita no Taiko. Isn't it exciting? You can see why I like taiko so much. And the drums are central to what we do. They come in all sizes, from small, really small, medium, big, and really big. Taiko offers such a range of music, movement, and opportunity. That's why it's so popular around the world. When we play taiko, we use drumsticks called bachi. Bachi. And just like the drums and the drum stands, they come in all different sizes, weights, and types as well. From very small to very large, depending on what you want to play. Here I am with a taiko. This one's from Japan. Isn't it beautiful? Its body is made from a single piece of wood. This is the handle here, and there's a playing surface on both sides that's held on by these metal bolts. The playing surface is very important because, as you heard, these drums are really loud. These are heavy-duty and very special musical instruments. They're very important to our group. But it's not something you can really play inside because it's so loud and big. So when we have to practice at home, we use something else. This is a gomi daiko. Gomi daiko. Gomi is the Japanese word for trash. But when we say it in English, we mean this kind of drum, which is a home practice drum made out of a plastic garbage bin. We've cut off the bottom to create the playing surface out of layers and layers of tape. And inside it's hollow, so it's easy and light to move around. Anyone can have one of these at home. It's not as pretty, but if you want to practice, it's a really good tool. Next, I'm going to show you how you can build your own gomi daiko. So here we are in the workshop. This is my dad. I'm going to be helping him build a drum out of this garbage bin. Okay, Dad, tell us about what kind of bin this is.
This is a plastic garbage bin bought from a hardware store. Big inside. What we're going to be doing is cutting off the top, but after we cut it off, you're going to have a drum about this tall, 25 inches. It has handles, which we're going to leave on. You'll see later on why. And we're going to have your drum end up here so that's nice and stable.
So what tools do we need today?
The main one we're going to start off with is a saw. We're going to use a typical hand saw, a hacksaw, to cut off the top. If you like power tools, you could use a reciprocating saw or a jigsaw. We're also going to need to create the skin on top. We'll use tape, packing tape there, and later on we're going to use a little bit of duct tape to finish off the edges. The scissor will be helpful when we cut the duct tape, and I'm going to use a ruler later on to finish off the product. So these are the main tools, hacksaw and tape. Okay, so we're at a stage where we want to take off the lid. On this particular one, there's a nice line around the bottom that's already there, and we're going to use that to make sure that we cut a nice round straight edge. So with a hacksaw, we can start on the line and just start to saw. Don't use a utility knife for this job because a utility knife will slip. And once it slips, you're probably going to cut yourself. So not a good thing.
There's Dad and his packing tape. So show us the design we have to follow.
Okay, we're going to make an extra. Before I start, I always have to remember to take off the guard off the cutting edge because that'll make a big difference. All right, we're going to start off with one across. So I have to have about 4 inches overlap down there. Okay, about. So we start off down there. We'll get the hole, go across, and you're going to squish it just a little bit, and then just cut it off. This is number 1, straight up and down. Number 2 is going to go side to side. Same thing, a little bit of squish and cut. That's your first start. Then after that, we're going to just turn it a quarter turn and do it again. Always making sure that you come over the edge about that far. Right? Now, so now you can see that we're starting to make like a wheel spoke. So we're just going to go into the middle and come down. And again, into the middle, pull down. And what we're going to try to do is just shape all the way around. So we're going to all the holes if we can. If we leave these holes here, it might you might punch a hole in it later on. So we're going to try to cover it all up.
If you don't tape tightly and leave a gap, your drumstick may push right through the top of the drum. Remember to put extra tape so that this doesn't happen.
Okay, so what we did was we made all the X ones. Now we have to do up and down, and then this way too, both directions. Overlap each up and down. So we start off at the edge. I'm just going to put one straight down here, overlap it, put the next one straight down beside it, overlap that.
Use lots of tape for those finishing touches. Remember, you're going to be hitting this hard, so there's no such thing as too much tape.
Okay, next we need some duct tape and some scissors to finish it off. Once you have your duct tape, we're just going to go around the top. So we're just going to put it on the outside edge and work it around. And Okay, just going to remove all this leftover tape. Going to use a ruler for edge and X-Acto knife to cut the plastic. So
And now's the part where I come in. Time to play the drum. And those bin handles make a helpful holder for your drumsticks.
It's ni, so, re.